It is undergoing a rapid process of reorganization and compression. Current order levels are estimated at approximately 85%.
What happens when it reaches 100%?
The realm will achieve zero.
You mean it'll disappear?
Precisely. We've constructed this secret base to resist that outcome.
So all of the machines are reorganizing the realm, except for the machines that are trying to stop it. That sounds complicated.
The most effective means of stopping the reorganization lies in chaos. Certain elements, such as hearts and emotions, are chaotic in nature. Such emotions are blessings from Lord Vam, who resists the forces of order.
Wait, did you say Lord Vam?
You can't mean Vam the Malevolent. He's the one who's been spreading bacteria all over our world. What does it all mean? What is Vam trying to do?
Are you ready? It's time. We are gonna meet them.
Yes, no. My heart is pounding.
I'm not ready.
Neither am I.
The robots from before.
They're upstairs. Hurry, before they leave again.
I cannot proceed. My heart, it is going to burst.
Settle down.
But the humans are already... Oh. Salutations.
Fleeing like common thieves is hardly behavior befitting royalty.
Wait, we can explain. Our hearts went into overdrive.
So you two are robots that possess hearts as well.
I think you dropped this.
Leo's locket, an important item.
Leo? You know Leo?
I was afraid we might have lost it. Thank you for retrieving it. It was Master Leo who installed our hearts in the first place.
Leo gave you your heart, just as Vam the Malevolent gave hearts to other robots?
Correct. It is thanks to Master Leo that all robots here can coexist. Though it may be presumptuous of me to say, Master Leo did excellent work. In fact, we have been selected to be the Great Kings for this year. Only a robot with a heart pure enough to resist order can become a Great King.
And the hearts Leo gave you were particularly pure?
Correct. We are, in a sense, much like Master Leo himself.
I knew it. That's why you smell so gentle.
Perhaps it also explains why my heart reacted so strongly to the sight of you. It beats so hard, I feared it might burst.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. That's Leo's heart.
Wait, so that means...
Perhaps the necklace was the ruse. And he actually has feelings for me.
Leo...
Meanwhile...
Figured it wouldn't work. I need one of the jewels on Cheryl's necklace. That's the only way I can warp to the machine realm. What can I do? Kina, Cheryl. Hang on, you two. I'll find a way to save you.
From now on, you're Prickle. You're Clicker.
Acceptable. Is there a reason for these names?
You're just kinda, prickly.
Are you suggesting my behavior has thorns? This reasoning does not compute.
And you're totally clicky.
Huh?
Your sense of aesthetics is...
Thanks.
We dubbed thee Prickly.
We have never had previously.
Lucky us, right?
Affirmative. We are in... My heart is reacting to the sound of my feels like nervousness.
This feeling is joy.
Anyhow, Prickle and Clicker, we were hoping to ask a favor of you.
Yes. You are looking. We shall assist you. It is the... I will use that terminal over there to collect data on the human realm. However, I must ask for your patience, as this might take some time. I suggest that you rest your bodies in the room next door.
I'd like to ask you something, if I may.
What is your query?
Which one of us caused your hearts to beat fastest?
Seriously, Cheryl?
One moment. Calculating. According to...
Deciding also made my heart go.
I suggest that you rest your bodies in the room.
What's wrong?
Let's see. Bacteria gathers it's brought to the machine realm to oppose the forces of order. And order is...
Cheryl, you're going to wear yourself out. Let's just rest up and focus on getting back home.
Yes, I suppose but still, there's something that gnaws on my mind.
Using this terminal, I have investigated your origins. You came from the human realm. Please observe. Are you familiar with wormholes?
There's a hole in the sky over vents. Is that a wormhole?
This machine realm is connected to the human realm by a wormhole. Lord Vam has modified Sentinel units to create new machines. He also created a wormhole in order to send them to your realm.
Let me guess. Those machines are the bacteria, and they're traveling to our world through the wormhole.
So if I'm getting this right, the wormhole connects to our world. It's like a tunnel between this world and ours.
Vam creates the bacteria here in the machine realm, then sends it through the wormhole to contaminate our...
For clarity's sake, I will use your term, bacteria. The bacteria was created for the purposes of collecting emotion.
What purpose could that serve?
Vam is acting in opposition to order. By gathering emotions, he gathers chaos for his cause as well, bestowing hearts upon the robots here. is another form of his protest.
I might be wrong. We might be able to use it to go home.
It certainly seems plausible. Might I use that device? I'd like to see what else it can tell us.
This device directly accesses the user's memories to transmit information. However, its effects on a human subject have not been verified.
I want to try it.
Oh.
This feels strange. I can't smell anything. This is a...
The first daughter. Tragedy rocked the queendom of Vibra. The newborn princess had been kidnapped. The kidnapper left a sinister message, which hung like a storm cloud over the palace.
We are here to darken the future of Vibra. We have taken your nameless princess, she who shall call chaos upon the queendom. We demand the immediate termination of the royal bloodline and the full transfer of power to the people.
Vibra, having barely just finished celebrating the birth of the princess, was now filled with mourning over her disappearance. Queen Synthana and her husband, Prince Garland, rallied their most trusted vassals. The company immediately began searching for the missing princess. In 2 days' time, Prince Garland managed to track down the kidnapper's hideout. But the newborn princess was nowhere to be found. The child had vanished without a trace. Queen Synthana put on a brave face before her subjects, though inside, she was racked with grief over her daughter's disappearance.
Children of Vibra, I thank you for the many tears you've shed for your dear princess. No matter what threats befall our nation, I will continue to serve you, good people of Vibra. I urge you to wipe your tears and remain positive.
The queen boldly addressed and implored her subjects, but they were shocked to see the toll tragedy had taken on her body. Queen Synthana appeared before her people 3 days after the princess's abduction. In that short time, she had become thin and frail. Her body betrayed the desperation in her heart as a mother who had lost her daughter. But strength still shined in her eyes. She refused to let her citizens succumb to despair as she had. Still, it was plain to see that the queen was pushing herself too far. The search for the heiress to the throne continued, but the abducted princess's whereabouts remained unknown.
This is my fault,
the queen said, her eyes tired and hollow. Prince Garland took his wife's frail hand into his own, but all he could say to comfort her was,
"It is not your fault. It is not your fault."
Garland's voice wavered as he repeated these words again and again. Synthana watched her husband in silence.
The future I'd once envisioned is no longer possible. I no longer have the power to lead the people of Vibra.
We only need more time. Our people will grant us that.
I feel so weak.
The queen could barely manage a whisper.
I've tried reaching out for her again and again, but I fear I've done all that I can do.
Queen Synthana was a powerful mage. It stood to reason that her daughter would inherit such power. Since the abduction, Synthana had tried desperately to detect her daughter's magical energy, but she had not found a single hint of the princess, and now her own powers waned within her. In her grief, the queen's magic dwindled. It was as if Queen Synthana's heart had frozen, totally overwhelmed by the loss of her daughter.
Oh, if only I'd given her a name straight away, instead of waiting for her naming ceremony. Try as I might to call for her, she's without a name to call. I can still feel her warmth in my hands. Her tiny body, so fragile, so delicate.
Tears streamed down Queen Synthana's face. Prince Garland gently wiped his wife's cheeks dry.
My queen, please, try to be at ease. I am here with you. I know it seems as though there's no end to this sadness, but I am by your side to bear it with you.
Prince Garland squeezed her hand tightly. He hoped that he could give her his warmth, his presence, in place of their daughter's, and thus share with her some of his strength. Synthana finally lifted her gaze to meet her husband's. Looking into her tear-drenched eyes, Garland spoke.
You must focus on your own health. It's the best thing you can do for her now.
Prince Garland reached out to hold Synthana. Synthana surrendered to her husband's tender embrace and wrapped her arms around him. He held her even tighter. Synthana needed his support. It was as vital to her as the air she breathed. The princess's whereabouts remained unknown. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. In time, the Vibran public came to assume their princess was dead, but none dared say so out loud. The citizens remained strong and granted Queen Synthana and Prince Garland fealty and love. Eventually, the people of Vibra stopped talking about the nameless princess altogether.
Is this a story about the queen that's evidently protecting me? I don't get it.
Where am I? My senses are betraying me. No, they've abandoned me entirely. The second daughter. Several years had passed since the princess was abducted. At long last, the queendom of Vibra awoke to a joyous new morning, for Queen Synthana was expecting her second child. That wasn't all of Synthana's newfound fortune. Her magical power had also regenerated somewhat, perhaps due to her renewed desire to protect her new daughter.
The adoring cries of Queen Synthana's faithful subjects welcomed her second child into the world. When the day of this new princess's naming finally arrived, she was given the name Cheryl. Cheryl grew up under careful protection, never far from Synthana's loving, watchful eye. Even as a toddler, Cheryl proved to be a quick thinker, and she grew into a fearless young girl. The people of Vibra, enthralled by their second princess, eventually all but forgot about her missing sister. Except for Synthana herself. When Cheryl was 3 years old, Queen Synthana fell deathly ill. Her court doctors did their best to uncover the root of the sickness that gnawed at their queen, but their trials all ended in failure. Queen Synthana withdrew from the public eye and spent her days lying in bed. Still, the young Cheryl would regularly visit the queen's bedroom, where her mother was usually well enough to teach her magic. At times, though, Synthana could do nothing but silently gaze into the distance. Cheryl sensed a great sadness in her mother's heart. She worked hard to make her mother smile again, doing her best to stay positive and clearly demonstrate the progress she'd made in her magical training. But Cheryl knew the truth. The Queen had never given up the search for her unnamed sister. This created an unspoken tension between mother and daughter, a tension that even Prince Garland couldn't understand. Time passed, but Synthana showed no signs of recovery. The Queen grew more and more gaunt by the day.
Mother's going to die.
Cheryl murmured one evening at the dinner table. Her words struck a dissonant chord with Prince Garland. He believed he knew the cause of his wife's terrible illness. Grief for the twin losses of her firstborn and her magical powers.
You're right, my darling,
said Queen Synthana, smiling sadly at her husband.
As you say, I cannot let go of our missing daughter. Her absence eats away at me even now. When she was here, I couldn't protect her. When she was gone, I couldn't save her. Is she alive? Or is she dead? I cannot even mourn her uncertainty.
Guilt and doubt had built up inside the Queen, like rocks in a riverbed, slowly but surely wearing down what strength she had left. Giving birth to Cheryl and watching her grow up in safety only served to push her guilt for the loss of her firstborn over the brink. Unable at last to control the pain she'd kept harnessed for years, Queen Synthana knew she had reached a point of no return.
No, my queen, I forbid it. Ending your life would not change a thing.
Prince Garland was deeply saddened when he heard his wife's decision.
I am sorry, my darling, but I can never forgive myself for my weakness that day. Please, watch over Cheryl. She is a very strong child, but also very sensitive. She understands why I feel I must leave this world. I did so want to stay by her side. There is so much that I wanted still to teach her. I wanted to hold her hand and show her so many things. I wanted to walk with her and talk with her. I have failed both of my daughters.
Sensing something was amiss, Cheryl came running into the room. She dashed over to her mother and clung fast to her. Her attendant stepped in soon afterwards, but maintained his distance from the family.
I beg your pardon, Your Highness. I was unable to stop Princess Cheryl.
Never mind. Thank you, Sebastian.
Synthana smiled at the attendant to assuage his guilt. She then caressed Cheryl's hair gently.
Cheryl, you're such a strong girl.
Mother, don't.
Cheryl felt the weak touch of her mother's fingertips. She could tell the queen barely had any strength left.
Cheryl, there is something I need to tell you. You must find your own destiny.
Destiny?
Cheryl repeated.
I tried my hardest to find my own destiny too. But your destiny belongs to you alone. You must find it. When you do, you'll become much stronger. You will grow into a queen worthy of your subjects' love.
Synthana reached out to Cheryl and closed her eyes. She tenderly ran her fingers through her daughter's hair. Both Cheryl and Garland sat beside her, watching without saying a word. Synthana's hand slowed to a stop. A moment later, it softly fell onto Cheryl's shoulder. At last, Queen Synthana was at peace.
I see. This is an old memory. A memory about my older sister who went missing. Oh, how her disappearance haunted you, Mother. Cheryl, are you there? It's like I can feel you beside me. It's so strange.
The Lost Princess. In the ancient Vibran tongue, Kina means destiny. The kidnapped princess was passed along like an unwanted gift.